I always seem to get in trouble with people. I don't know what happens to me. I was in traffic once, and a guy behind me lost his mind. Did that ever happen to you? The guy behind you in traffic just decides that you're the problem. It's you. I don't know what happened. I'm sitting in this car, and there's 50 cars ahead of me before any light. And the guy behind me just starts beep, 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 beep. I look at him, and he's honking just at me. He's amazed that I'm not going. He's going, go! Jesus! Beep, just go! Screaming out his window at me. Like I'm driving all 50 cars there, you know? I'm pushing them like shopping carts in a parking lot. What does he think? He keeps yelling, go! And I'm trying to do that thing. What? I can't. What do you want? What do you want? Why are you... But it just made him madder. He was like purple and crazy. And I'm laughing at him, you know, till he gets out of his car. He's one of these guys, gets out of his car, comes up to my car, starts screaming at me, move it! Move it! And what am I gonna say back? What's gonna be my argument that's gonna make him see clearly, you know? Well, I can't because of all the cars. I'm not able to get through the cars because they're solid. They're made of solid material. You know what I mean? And he's going to go, oh, yeah, I didn't know they were solid. That's right. Yeah, you can't drive through the cars. Well, I'll just go back to my car and wait. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. But he kept yelling at me, so I just decided, you know what? I'm going to argue with this guy. I'll argue with him. But I'm going to argue about something else. I'm not going to have his argument. I'm going to have mine. So he goes, move it! And I go, well, give me back my jacket! And he stopped. And I was like, yeah, you got my jacket! Give it back! Now! I want it! He got scared. Got back in his car and he locked his doors, so, you know, that's what I do from now on. People from other countries eat weird food, man. I was in Chinatown, and you know where the groceries... I know that's not another country, but, you know... you know when the grocery stores in Chinatown, they're for the Chinese people to eat their actual food, and I was in one of those, and they had duck vaginas. I swear to God. A huge barrel of fucking duck vaginas with a scoop stuck in it. And I'm standing there just staring at this fucking huge thing. And I'm thinking, could we possibly dominate a species more than that? Than that we're selling their vaginas in a fucking barrel? Fucking ducks are just like, dudes, Jesus. You won the war. Take it easy. You don't have to sell our vaginas. I didn't get any because I don't want to know what if I love duck vaginas? I don't want to find out. It's not like millions of things taste like a fucking duck vagina. It would be very specific to be addicted to that. Not for me. I was once on Venice Beach and I'm jogging, and there's this guy rollerblading towards me. And he's got rollerblades on and just a thong. Just a fucking thong that's just grabbing his dick and balls and just fighting with it, going, stay in there. And then he's just totally naked otherwise, and he's got this Kenny G hair, and he's just rollerblading like... Free. And I actually had to stop jogging because I needed my whole body to fucking hate this guy with. I had to just stand there and go, oh, you motherfucker! Now I have to know you exist, you piece of shit! Fucking go skating to an AIDS tree, you motherfucker! All right, now. All right. Thank you. All right, faggot, how you doing? Sorry. I called him a faggot. I miss that word, you know. I grew up saying that word, and it never meant gay. When I was a kid, I didn't know what gay was. No, I hadn't been told that people do that. I had no fucking idea. Faggot didn't mean gay. When I was a kid, you called somebody faggot because they're being a faggot, you know? Someone's just being a faggot. Shut up, faggot. Not supposed to use those for that. Shut up, faggot. Didn't mean, like, I would never call a gay guy a faggot unless he's being a faggot. But not because he's gay, you understand? Like, if I saw two guys blowing each other, and I don't know why I'm watching them do it, but if I just happened to, I stumbled upon a couple of fellas blowing one another on their respective penisia. It's a plural for penis that I invented today. Penisia. I would be respectful to them. I would, hello, gentlemen, whatever, But if one of them took the dick out of his mouth and started acting all faggy and saying annoying faggy things, people from Phoenix are Phoenicians or something like that. I'd be like, hey, shut up, faggot. Faggot! Quit being a faggot and suck that dick. That's what I would say to him. I don't know. I would never call somebody a mean name because they were sucking a dick. Because if you can suck a dick, man, that's awesome. I respect you. Because I can't do it. I can't do it. I mean, I haven't tried and failed. I just have put myself there in my mind, and I couldn't do it because I'm afraid. That's the only reason. But that's why if you can suck a dick, I think there's a strength in being able to do that. I believe that. I don't believe that blowing somebody comes easily to anybody. Even if it's something that you generally do, every new dick must take something out of you. There must be something you gotta do to get yourself ready, Okay, here we go. I'm gonna suck you. Okay. Here we go! So, faggot. I don't know. A lot of words that are... They're not bad words. No words are bad. But some people start using them a lot to hurt other people, and then they become bad. They become hard to use. There's words that I love that I can't use because other people use them wrong to hurt other people. Like the word cunt is a beautiful word. To me, there's just beauty in that word. And I mean aesthetically. It's like chocolatey and round on the ends. I just like the way it sounds. And I don't use it as an insult. I'm alone in the laundry. I'm like, cunt, cunt. I just like saying it. I would never call a woman a cunt, except for my mom, because she likes it for some weird reason. But it's a very misused word. It's supposed to mean vagina, which I don't think works at all. Because vaginas are so sweet. They're little pretty things with little flower petally lips and... I hear a piccolo in my head every time I see a vagina. Even vagina's too harsh for... They should be called like a... There should be a butterfly fluttering around every vagina all the time. Just all the time. A little butterfly. And you go to the doctor, he's like, well, the butterfly looks good, so we're in good shape. Good color to the butterfly. How do you look at something that pretty and say, that's a cunt? That doesn't fit at all. Maybe if it was a giant vagina and it was attacking a town and throwing buses around and knocking over telephone poles. Then you could say, hey, somebody shoot that cunt with a bazooka. He's gonna step on the candy store.
So, faggot, cunt. Everybody has different words that offend them, different things that they hear that they get offended by. To me, the thing that offends me the most is every time that I hear the N-word. Not nigger, by the way. I mean the N-word. Literally, whenever a white lady on CNN with nice hair says the N-word, that's just white people getting away with saying nigger. That's all that is. They found a way to say nigger. N-word. It's bullshit, because when you say the N-word, you put the word nigger in the listener's head. That's what saying a word is. You say the N-word and I go, oh, she means nigger. You're making me say it in my head. Why don't you fucking say it instead and take responsibility for the shitty words you want to say? Just say it. Don't hide behind the first letter like a faggot. Just say nigger, you stupid cunt. Sorry I'm being so negative. I'm a bummer. I don't know. I shouldn't be. I'm a very, lucky guy. I got a lot going for me. I'm healthy. I'm relatively young. I'm white, which thank God for that shit, boy. That is a huge leg up. Are you kidding me? Oh, God, I love being white. I really do. Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out, because this shit is thoroughly good. But let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue? If it was an option, I would re-up every year. Oh, yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely. I've been enjoying that. I'm going to stick with white. Thank you. Here's how great it is to be white. I could get in a time machine and go to any time, and it would be fucking awesome when I get there. That is exclusively a white privilege. Black people can't fuck with time machines. A black guy in a time machine is like, hey, anything before 1980? No, thank you. I don't want to go. But I can go to any time. The year 2? I don't even know what was happening then. But I know when I get there, welcome, we have a table right here for you, sir. Thank you. Oh, it's lovely here in the year 2. I can go to any time. In the past. I don't want to go to the future and find out what happens to white people, because we're going to pay hard for this shit. You got to know that. We're not going to just fall from number 1 to 2. They're going to hold us down and fuck us in the ass forever. And we totally deserve it. But for now, whee! Now, if you're white and you don't admit that it's great, you're an asshole. It is great. And I'm a man. How many advantages could one person have? I'm a white man. You can't even hurt my feelings. What can you really call a white man that really digs deep? Hey, cracker. Oh, ruined my day. Boy, shouldn't have called me a cracker. Bringing me back to owning land and people. What a drag. My own kids, I love my kids, but sometimes when they complain, I get really pissed off. My kids complain, I'm like, you know what, I love you, honey, but fuck you a little bit, because you have an amazing life. I gave my daughter Benadryl the other day because she had a rash, and it was bubblegum flavored. And she's like, ew, fuck you, ew, what are you, nuts? It's medicine! Most kids don't have medicine. When they get sick, they die on a rock with a bear eating them. Oh, he's got a sniffle. Ring the bear bell and put him outside. Ew. You're fucking a white girl eating bubblegum medicine, wearing clothes made by children your age professionally. And I don't mean to say that if you're white, you have no right to complain. I just mean that if you're black, you have more right to complain. White people wish that black people would just forget everything that ever happened to anybody.
We're so impatient. Come on. Every year, white people add 100 years to how long ago slavery was. I've heard educated white people say, slavery was 400 years ago. No, it wasn't. Are you crazy? It was 130 years ago. And it's not like it ended and then everything has been amazing for black people. Slavery, and then it just ended like a clean shit where you don't have to wipe. Just a perfect ending, and then it's just been parades and blowjobs and presents for every black person every second since slavery ended. If you meet a black person with gray hair, they remember a time where they legally weren't allowed to use certain water fountains, so give them a second. And by the way, white people, we have the same thing, you know? We have things that happen to us that we're still coping with, like when they took our slaves away. That was really hard for us because we really liked having slaves, and now we're sad. So, pretty much on balance. But I hope my children have a good life. Sometimes you meet racist people, too. You know what's funny to me? When you meet someone who's racist and they have an excuse. I met this guy once, very racist. I don't know where he was from, but I asked his friend, why is he like that? And his friend goes, well, he was born on a farm. What kind of farm was that? How do you get... Maybe the animals were racist. Maybe the animals on the farm were racist. They're like, Jews. Jews. Blacks. Blacks. Jews. Blacks. Mexicans. Wow. It's a pretty racist farm. You know what, too? Every time you hear a racial stereotype, it's always negative. It's always something shitty. Why can't we have racial stereotypes that are nice? You can say things about races that are ignorant, but pleasant. You know? You're like, yeah, you know those Chinese people, they're made of candy. You know? And whenever you see, like, public service announcements on television that are like, don't be racist or whatever, they're always shitty. They're always badly made, you know? But then you watch like a commercial for like Mountain Dew and there's a fucking cheetah stealing a guy's fucking soda. They should have like PSAs that are really great, you know, like young people at a bar and there's music, you know, fucking shitty rock and roll, and they're drinking, and some kid goes like, dude, don't hate the Jews or something like that, you know, like the other guy's like, why not? 'Cause just don't hate the Jews. Why not? Like a girl walks in with big tits and it says, don't hate the Jews on her shirt. He's like, that's why, yeah! Don't hate the Jews, wow! People would not hate Jews because they want to be like them kids. So I was watching Schindler's List today. You wanted me back, man. This is what I got. I was watching Schindler's List. It's funny because Schindler's List, when it came out, was this moment, you know? It was a document and everybody talked about it. Now it's just on. It's just on TBS. And you can just flip on by, yeah, the Jews and all that, okay. And then you flip this way and you see Dudley Moore and Kirk Cameron switch bodies, and that way is Hitler and the Jews and all that. It's just... I was watching Schindler's List, and there was a scene that really... I forgot about this scene, and there I saw it. There's a scene where all the Jews are being let out of Warsaw. They're being forced out of Warsaw. They got all their belongings on this road, and all the people that aren't Jews are watching them leave in nice clothing. It's this horrible... And there's a little girl in this scene, and she's standing on a mailbox. She's about 8 years old, and she's in a pretty dress. You remember this scene. And she's watching them. She's going, "Goodbye, Jews! Goodbye, Jews!"
And this really struck me, and probably the Jews too, that it happened to, because I think it must be real. There must have been that girl, and when they researched the movie, somebody told Spielberg that story, and he was like, we're fucking doing that. That's amazing. And because I know how movies are made, I know that they had to go and find an 8-year-old girl who could nail that shit. So somewhere there's a tape of like 50 little girls trying to get the goodbye Jews part. And they're all cute, of course. They're all little girl actors. There's no little girl actresses that are like Sean Penn. I just do my thing, I just, They're going from the Hannah Montana audition to the Goodbye Jews thing, taking their turn. Hi, my name's Dorothy. I'm with William Morris. All right, Dorothy, go ahead. Goodbye, Jews. Goodbye, Jews. Dorothy, you're angry at them. Oh, I'm okay. Goodbye, Jews. Goodbye, Jews. Okay, thank you, Dorothy. Next. Goodbye, Jews. Goodbye, Jews. Goodbye, Jews. Okay, thank you very much. Next. And then comes the girl whose mother prepared her for the, hi, my name is Angeline, and I'm with CAA, and I'm really happy to meet you. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. Angeline, we just need the line. Oh, I'm sorry. Goodbye, Jews! Goodbye, Jews!
So I'm driving to Walgreens, it was nighttime, and I'm driving, and then I see a deer, and fucking hate deer. I hate them, because they're everywhere up there. I used to live in the city, and I loved deer then, because I was this liberal in the city, and I'd see deer, and you drive with your friends out to the country, and you see a deer, and everybody's like, oh my God, turn off the car, don't scare the deer. It's just so beautiful, look at the beautiful deer. Look how he looks around, it's just so mysterious and beautiful. God gave us a gift, everybody, just enjoy it, just enjoy the gift of the beautiful deer. But now I live, and deer are in my fucking yard every day, and they suck. They're just rats with hooves. They don't matter. They have ticks that give you Lyme disease, and they shit everywhere, and they make a noise. Did you know that? They go, oh, they're assholes. They're shit animals. I go out every morning and throw rocks at them, and I try really hard to hit them on the head with rocks. And they don't care. They're like, they don't care. I don't have a gun, but if I did, I would shoot a baby deer in the mouth and feel nothing. I wouldn't feel anything. I just go, oh, look, he's dead. That's interesting. I guess that's what happens when you shoot him in the fucking mouth. I go out of my way to kill a deer. I would happily blow 20 guys in an alley with bleedy dicks so I could get AIDS and then fuck a deer and kill it with my AIDS. I would do that in a second. I mean it. I mean it. So I see this deer, and this is how dumb these deer. I hit him with the headlights, and he does that whole thing, and then he won't just go. He's like, "Can I go? Is it okay if I go?" Like and I'm like, "Fucking go! Go!" He's like, "Go!" I'm like, "Just go!" And then I get close, and then I try to kind of get away from him, and then I see him, and he looks at me, and he panics. I swear, and he ran and smashed his body into my fucking car. Like, just fucking destroyed my mirror, just shattered my mirror, broke his neck. I heard him break his own fucking neck. And then he just dragged his stupid deer head into the woods, and he died. And I'm glad he's dead. I was glad right away. I got out of my car, I did, and I yelled into the woods, I'm glad you're dead, you fucking idiot! I hope your dear wife finds you dead and dies of a broken heart. I hope your dear baby starved to death. You broke my mirror, you faggot, cunt, nigger, deer.
My bank called me the other day. I love this. My bank calls and they say, hi, we're calling because you don't have enough money. And I was like, yeah, I know that. I also am of the opinion that I don't have enough money. And she's like, no, you don't understand. See, you have insufficient funds. Well, yeah, that's also a very good way of putting it. I think my funds are grossly insufficient. Thank you for calling. I thought it was my problem that I'm fucking broke. I thought that was just my own... I thought I was the only one who suffered, but apparently the bank has a serious problem with it. Like somehow it fucks them up that I'm broke. And she said, well, no, you can't have such a low amount of money. We can't tolerate that. I'm like, well, then give me some fucking money. If you feel I don't have enough, then give me some. They have some money at the bank. But that's not what they do. They do the opposite. They take your money. If you don't have enough, they charge you money for being broke. They charged me $15 for only having $20. If I could have gotten the 20 out, I could fucking have it today. But I didn't get there quick enough, so now I have 5. And I don't know if you've ever had $5 in the bank. But I found that you can't get the shit out. You can't get it out. Because there's no 5s in any machine anywhere. And it costs $1.50 to use it anyway. And there's certainly not $3.50 in any fucking cock-sucking machine in any bank. There's no quarters and singles, motherfuckers. Shit, dick, ball ass. I'm not eloquent. I just fuck them. That's all I have to say about it. But that was the worst. My $5 trapped in there, and I would just go visit it. That's all I could do. But then one day they charged me again for having not enough money. So then I had -10. -10. You know what that means? That means I don't even have no money. I don't have that much. I'd love to have nothing, but that's more than I have. I'm not even broke. I'm not that good. I have not 10. That's how much I have. That means I can't even afford to get something that doesn't cost anything. If somebody says to me, you want this? It's free. I gotta go, I can't afford it. That's beyond my means. And you know what's great is if you have a lot of money, the bank gives you money. They pay you for having money. They say, that's so nice of you to have money. Here, have some more. Here, take this guy's 15. Fuck him. Who does he think he is? It's only right that since he has so little, he should have to give most of it to you because you have so much. Makes perfect sense.
I love America. I love it here. It's not what it used to be. It's kind of me and my wife and my kids, we live in upstate New York, and it's one of these areas where we're in a suburb of Walmart, basically, you know. It's just Walmart and Walgreens and Rent-A-Center. Do you know what Rent-A-Center is? Do you know what goes on in a Rent-A-Center? People go to Rent-A-Center to rent like a chair. Or a couch. How shitty is your shitty, very shitty life that you need to rent a lamp for $40 a month? And then you go broke and you gotta go, honey, they're gonna take the lamp today. Because we didn't pay the lamp rent.
But it's important to me to do a good job because it's my job. I mean, also you paid me, and you paid me. I get money from every ticket, so your money is mine now. I own it now, and it's gonna be gone tomorrow. I'm a piece of shit. I don't save money. If I die tonight, my kids are homeless tomorrow morning. Someone's gonna wake them up. Your daddy's dead. Get your shit and get out, because I don't save money. I think it's arrogant to save money. You shit it out. Money is like oxygen. It's not my money. It's the money. I could die tomorrow, so fuck it. I spend it. I didn't buy my mom a house. You're supposed to have that musical montage when you get a TV show where you take your mom to the... Oh, look at it. I didn't do that. She's my mom, but she's not me. Why would I buy her a house? But, I used to like when my phone rang. Now it's always some idiot calling me. AT&T calls me every day. Hi, it's AT&T. You're calling. If you want to switch to AT&T, it's good service because you call your friend on the phone. And they can be in another part of the area. And you call them, and you don't have to yell or anything. You're just right there. So what do you think? Would you like to switch? It only costs some money. Would you like to switch for the AT&T? And I'm like, no, I already have AT&T. I have it already. Why are you calling me? Well, still, you want some more? Because it's good. Get some more AT&T. It's better than the other ones. I know, I have it! Stop fucking calling me!
I'll do all the announcements that you would have heard. Please turn off your cell phones. I mean, you can take pictures, but turn off the flash. That's stupid, because it's not... You know, like when you're watching the World Series and there's all like that, like your flash is lighting Yankee Stadium. Just leave your flash off. If you have, don't yell out during the show. If you have something you want to say to me, totally, this is what we do. We write it down, and then you go outside in the lobby, and then you go home and you kill yourself. Because that's selfish. This is a rhetorical performance. It's got nothing to do with you. Don't text or Twitter during the show. Just live your life. Don't keep telling people what you're doing. Just because also, it lights up your big dumb face. It lights it up. I see this beautiful sea of darkness with then just one guy. So don't do that.
I have this friend, he has a phone that can IM, he can instant message, and so now I really want him to die because I'm sick of getting these fucking messages from him on his phone. I'm in a shoe store. That's the whole message. We're not secret agents. I don't need to know where you are. So I get this message from him. He says, I'm on an airplane in Seattle. So I wrote back and I said, well, I hope your plane crashes. And he gets pissed off, and he calls me, take it back, we're about to take off. I'm like, fuck you, I hope it crashes. I don't have to take it back. Hope it crashes twice. Hope it crashes and kills Haffy, and they go, fuck it, let's try again, and they take off and crash again. I hope that happens. Sincerely, I hope it. And he tries to make, he goes, well, how are you going to feel now if my plane crashes after you went and said that? I'm like, are you shitting me? That would be amazing. To know that I can do that? I'd happily trade your life for knowledge of my powers. He's one of those guys who just makes you hate him because, you know when you have a friend that you hate, you can't break up with your friends, you know? He always starts conversations that I don't want to have. You know, he's like, hey, what would you do if you had a time machine? I'm like, fuck you. I don't... You know what? I wouldn't use it. I just let it sit in my house. I'd put a drink on it, and yeah, I got a time machine. I never even wanted it. I don't know. I'm not interested. I'd use it to go back 30 minutes ago and punch you in the fucking face before you ask me that. That's all. One use. So he goes, well, here's what I would do. Because, of course, that's the whole fucking point of asking me, is to stare at me while I say mine and then say his. So he said if he had a time machine, he would kill Hitler. Like, he would go back and kill Hitler. I love that he thinks he can just kill Hitler just because he just goes back there and walk up and kill the dude. And I was thinking, that's a noble purpose for a time machine. I would do that, but I would have gone back then, but I wouldn't have killed Hitler. I would have raped him. That's what I thought. Because I think that would have been enough. I think that would have stopped him from doing all that shit. If he had been raped by me, he never would have pulled any of that stuff, man. Should we invade Poland? No, I'll just take a shower. I don't feel good. He would have... Low self-esteem and, you know. But anyway, I'm glad I'm here because of you, and I want to do a good show for you. That's my job. That's the simplest thing in the world to me, is that you should do your job. You should do it well. And not because of how well you get paid, but because that's your job. I never understand people when I go to a place to get a thing, and they do their job shitty out of spite for how shitty their job is. It makes no sense to me. Why wouldn't you want it? Why do you have to make my coffee sarcastically? I don't just give you carrots. Here, Your Majesty, enjoy your coffee. You know, why? Why wouldn't you want it to? You know why? Because you're 20, you piece of shit. That's why. Because you're a 20-year-old piece of shit. I'm sorry, but I am prejudiced against everyone who's 20 years old that works at a place. Because they just think that if you just stand there and hate it, somebody will go, oh, well, then let's make you a director. That's how that works. Just if you, clearly you're better than this. 20-year-olds are the worst people because that is a person who has been taking and just sucking up and absorbing fucking education and love and products and just giving nothing back. They're ripe like a big fat ripe orange on a tree, and the tree's like, get the fuck out of here. Jesus, this is crazy. What? Fuck you, I don't want to go. If you're 20, I guarantee you never did anything for anybody. Yes, you went to Guatemala on a school trip and they told you helped, but you didn't help at all. You were a way bigger pain in the ass than you were any help to those. They're like, I got a mudslide in my house and I got to babysit a fucking college student. Just take a picture of her with a shovel so she can put it on Facebook and leave us alone. I had such an amazing experience. Really? Did you take from them too, you motherfucker?
My daughter was having a dance thing at her school. They had this big dance. Anyway, we all went, all the parents, and everybody's there, and everybody's got their phone. Every single parent. It was an amazing thing to watch because kids are dancing, and every parent is standing there like this. Every single person was blocking their vision of their actual child with their phone. And the kids, I went over by the stage, and the kids, there's people holding iPads in front of their faces. It looked like we're all in the witness protection program. Like the kids can't see their parents. And everybody's watching a shitty movie of something that's happening 10 feet. Like, look at your fucking kid. The resolution on the kid is unbelievable. If you just look, it's totally HD. Why are you taping this? You're never gonna watch it. In a million years, you're not gonna watch videos of your kids doing shit you missed the first time it happened. You don't watch it, you just put it on Facebook. Here, you watch it. I wanna take a nap now. And then you get to read all the comments. Oh my God! It's so cute! And guess what? They're not watching it either. They're not watching the video. These kids are dancing for no one. Nobody watches the videos on your Facebook. They see the first frame of a kid and they go, that's very... Nobody watches the videos on your Facebook. They see the first frame of a kid and they go, that's very nice. Okay, back to this. Nobody's watching your kids' videos on Facebook, I promise you. I'll prove it to you. Next time you tape your kids dance, take 1 second of it, and then add 20 minutes of just your own asshole. Just go in the bathroom and just record your own anus opening and closing for 20 minutes.
Tack it on to your kid dancing for a second. Put that on Facebook. Everybody will write the same thing. That's adorable. I think I see a future star.
Everybody has a competition in their brain of good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully they win, the good thoughts win. For me, I always have both. I have like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. And I don't believe it, but it is there. It's always this, and then this thing. It's because my brain that I call, of course, but maybe.
I'll give you an example. Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts, have their medication available at all times, and anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Jesus. I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. No, of course not. Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now, do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick. Those kids did nothing to you. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a fuck about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we fuck others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the fucking roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit. Thanks a lot, folks. You guys were great. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Anyway, so I was on a plane, I'm first class, and a soldier gets on a plane. I see soldiers fly all the time because that's how they get to the war. They fly on a shitty airline. You think they get to go in a cool green plane with a red light and go, go, go?
No, they just go to Delta and they just wait in line to go to a war. And they always fly coach. I've never seen a soldier in first class in my life. It could be a full bird colonel. He's between two fat guys in coach. And they're always nice. I've never seen a soldier get on a plane like, hey, I'm in the army. Fuck you. I have a gun. They're always like, oh, yes, sir. Thank you very much, ma'am. It's like having an extra flight attendant. They help everybody put their shit up. They're awesome. And every time that I see a soldier on a plane, I always think, you know what? I should give him my seat. It would be the right thing to do. It would be easy to do, and it would mean a lot to him. I could go up to him, hey, son. I get to call him son. Hey, son, go ahead and take my seat. Because I'm in first class, why? For being a professional asshole. I'm in first class because I talk about babies with big dicks. That's what got me my seat. This guy is giving his life for the country, he thinks, and so...
Because 2 reasons I think women should be allowed to kill babies. Number 1, I don't think life is that important. It's just not. It is not. People get too excited about life. Oh, life, fuck you. It's not that. It's... Make a list of every shitty thing ever that's in life. Life is okay. I like life. I like it. I don't need it. I'd be fine without it. I like life, though. I do. You know how much I like life? I have never killed myself. That's how much I like it. That's exactly how much I like it, with a razor-thin margin. I like it precisely enough to not kill myself. It's an option, though. It's totally an option. I mean, I'm 49. I have 2 kids. I've flipped through the brochure a few times. I've thought of killing myself just to win an argument. You're not supposed to talk about suicide, even to your shrink. Of suicide, and you're like, no, because if I say yes, you'll press a button and folks will run in and hold him down. But you should be able to talk about it. It's the whole, it's what the whole world is just made of people who didn't kill themselves today. That's who's here. Is all of us that went, okay, I'll fucking keep doing it. It's... Because it's an interesting thing about life. Life can get very difficult, very sad, very upsetting, but you don't have to do it. You really don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything. You never have to do anything because you can kill yourself. If they send you a letter from motor vehicles, you have to come in and, no, I don't. I'll kill myself. You can do that. You can do that once. But you can do it. And it's interesting because even when life gets bad, people generally choose it over nothing. Even the worst versions of life, even a shitty, shitty life is worth living, apparently, because folks are living the fuck out of them. You ever seen somebody, you're like, he should kill himself. Why? You ever been driving and you look at the next car and you're like, oh, shit. I wish I hadn't looked in that car. That was difficult to glance at, let alone being it. Just a guy in a tan car. Nobody chooses tan. Nobody picks tan for their car. They give you tan. Is that mine? Yeah, it's yours, fucking loser. Made it tan. They shouldn't even make tan cars. It's mean to make them. You look over, you see a guy in a tan car with just dents all over it and a garbage bag for a window. What is holding up his suicide? What is delaying it? What is keeping him from stopping being that? And what would it take? What would it take What would it take? Both windows are garbage bags? Seriously, do you know how much misery is involved in a garbage bag for a window? Do you know how many separate moments of shit misery? They canceled my insurance, broke my window, duct tape. Here's the truth. Running away will not solve your problems. That's totally true. But killing yourself solves all your problems. It actually does. It even solves world's problems. For you. What about ISIS? Kill yourself. Then they'll never get you. Seriously, if everybody who's afraid of ISIS kills themselves right now, then ISIS loses. Because they live in a world of people that don't give a shit. We're gonna cut his head off. Okay. It's not fun now. I think the worst thing about being beheaded is that you look really dumb right after. That's the worst part. They go like that, you're like, just that's fucking dopey. I don't think they like beheading bald people because they can't do this thing. That's the best part. They gotta go like this. It's not as cool. So just shave the top of your head and you won't have to worry about it. So that's the first reason. That's the first reason I think women should be allowed to kill babies. Because life is not so important. Second reason is because that's their job. Women have to decide who lives and dies. That's because they're the female of the species. In the reproductive arena, that's what the female does. They are the selectors. They have to decide this. We give them this responsibility when we fuck them. We go, here, you decide what to do with this shit. See you later. And she has to figure out if you should have kids, if she should have. That's her job. Because women have judgment. Men have intent. Men just want to spray the world with their cum, just mist. More of me! More of me! It's her job to go, that's enough of you, I think. No, that's really enough. I don't think that face needs to repeat. I've seen your father, and it's not getting better. And sometimes she doesn't realize this until after you fuck her. That's actually when she really knows, is when you're like, yeah! And she's like, I'm not having this piece of shit's baby. And that's why abortion is the last line of defense against shitty people in the species. So we need them to abort every shitty baby. I mean, all animals do this. Animals do it late. Eat this one. But when is it okay? When should they be allowed? When it's in their pussy, that whole time. It's in her pussy. If there's a dude in your pussy, you get to kill him. I think that's pretty fundamental. You're allowed to kill people if they're in your house. I hate the way people talk about their mothers. I was watching a football game one time, and this guy scored a bunch of shit, whatever, and they were excited. So they asked him about it afterwards. And the football player said, my mom died last year, but I know she was watching my game from heaven tonight. And I wanted to be there to say, leave your mother alone. How dare you? She's dead. I mean, when are you done with your fucking kids? When are you finished with your fucking kids? Even after you're dead, you still have to go to their fucking games and shit? Leave your mother alone. She did her job. She raised you and it killed her. I mean, let her enjoy heaven. Don't you want your mother to enjoy heaven? Isn't that what you want your mom to be, just in heaven? Whee! This poor woman, the angels are like, we're having an angel party. You want to come with us? I can't. I got to watch my son's games. He'll be very upset. Okay, good. He can't fucking hear me. When people die, it means they did their jobs, and you should forget them. That's what I think. Because it's unfair what we put on dead people. Are you watching over me? Yes, I'm watching all of it. I have 2 kids. I try to be a better person around my kids. I really do. I try to change my behavior around them. Like, I have rules in my house. They all apply to me. Like, I have a rule that I don't curse around my kids. It's a rule. It does happen. You know, sometimes you have a stressful moment and you're with your kids, so you say something by mistake. Like, one time I was making dinner for my kids, and I gave my daughter a bowl of soup, and I said, here's your fucking soup. But, you can see how that was a tough situation. You're supposed to teach your kids right from wrong. I don't know, it's confusing, you know? Some people raise their kids religiously, and that kind of covers it. They kind of go, all this, do that. I'm not raising my kids religiously because I don't feel like it. Just get up on a Sunday, fuck that. Fuck that. Let your souls rot, kids. I don't care. I'm not getting... Daddy, who... But my kids, you know, they're living in the world, and there's a lot of religion in the world, so you do have to teach your kids, if you're not raising them religiously, you do have to teach them about religion, you know? I always tell my kids the same thing. I tell them that there are many religions in the world, and they're all equal, but the Christians are the main one. That's what I tell them. The Christians won. They're the winners, so act accordingly. Congratulate Christians when you meet them, because they won the world. And it's true. It's true. We love to tell ourselves like that every religion is exactly... No, they're not. The Christians won everything a long time ago. If you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. What year is it? I mean, come on. What year is it according to the entire human race? And why? What year is it? Anybody, sir, just yell out the year. Thank you. 2016. No, it's 20. That's right. It's 2017. What is that? That's a number, important number, because we're counting to it in unison as a species. For thousands of years, we've been going 1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody. 4. And now, come on, Africa. 5, 6. What is this number? We're counting the days since what? Since there was ever people, or since the sun did a something? Not at all. It's been 2017 years since what? Anybody, yell it out. Since, yes, Christ! Christ! That's right. It's been 2017 years since Christ Jesus
We are counting the days since Jesus together. Which makes sense if you're Christian, but what the fuck are the rest of us doing? Jesus was here. Everybody, scientists, historians, Jesus. Jesus. Jesus plus 2. Jesus plus 3. Jesus plus 4. Jesus plus 2017 years, 4 months, and 3 days is when your license expires. How is that not a win for the Christians? How is that not a complete win? That's not a Monday off in October. That's there was no time before Jesus. And the whole world's went, okay, sure. And then somebody was like, what about the years before him? There were billions, I mean, infinity. Those go backwards. You want us to measure most of history backwards? To accommodate one religion? Uh-huh. All right, we'll do it. It's fine. We'll do it. Watch New Year's Eve around the world. They always show you like how every country celebrates. It's kind of cool. There's one little island. It's the first place that's actually the place that it's the year. It's a little island in the Pacific. I forget what it's called, but the people, they do a little ceremony for New Year's Eve every year. And they just wear grass. Because they don't even have sticks yet. They're in the grass age. They have no clocks, but they do a dance. 2017. And it goes around the world. Oh, it's 2017. Death to all Christians in 2017. The Jews are quietly keeping track. It's really 5,766, but that's for us. We're just, that's okay. We're just keeping track for when you snap out of it. It's all right. I'll write yours on my check. I don't want a problem. What about Chinese New Year? Yeah, what about Chinese? All right. Next time you're doing your taxes, just write monkey where the year goes. Just put monkey. See what happens to your funds. No, it's 2017, year of our Lord. Jesus-y, a clock on the nose. And they made it up. That's the weirdest part, is they got to rename years that had already taken place. Because you know that's not what those years were. You know that, right? That the year 3 wasn't the year 3 during the year 3. Nobody was walking around back then. Hey, what year is it? It's 3. Yeah, but I'm 28. How can I be 28? There's only been 3. Oh, well, see, you were born in BC 24, and there's a 0. Remember it went backwards? Oh, shit, that was stressful. I hated those years. What was that like? What year is it? 10. Gonna happen! So I don't know what to tell my kids. My kids are, they wanted a dog, so I got them a dog. I got them a dog this year, which was a mistake. I shouldn't have gotten the dog. Because we rescued a dog. We got we adopt. Yes, you must, yes, always rescue. If you get a dog, get a rescue dog. Don't get a puppy from those horrible people who professionally raise dogs carefully. No. You need to just get a mystery dog that's been beaten and abused and traumatized on the streets of Puerto Rico and can't talk about it to anyone now. They never know.
Do you know anything about the dog? She's afraid of pennies. So we think maybe somebody's been throwing handfuls of pennies at her face. But otherwise, no.
So you take this random dog and just put it in your house with your family and watch their personality unfold. This dog is insane. I'll walk into the kitchen and the dog's just standing there alone like this.
Like, you all right?
Are you all right? My kids are terrified of the dog. My daughter goes to pet the dog goes like this. She's like, should I pet her?
I don't think you should ever pet our dog, honey.
So I took her to the vet. I took the dog to the vet to ask her what to do, and the vet said,
Listen, I think there's something you should seriously consider. I was like, please be saying to kill this dog. Please be a doctor that says the dog dies now. But she didn't. She said, I think you should consider Prozac for the dog.
I was like, really? She said, yeah, it works. Calms the dog right down.
But it's a big decision and you should think about it. I said, put 4 in her asshole right now.
What do I have to think about? I don't give a shit what she's experiencing. Fucking fix it. Give her heroin. Shoot her up.
Come on, puppy. Wow, your dog is really chill. Yeah. It only costs $400 a day to keep her like that.
I didn't always feel this way. I used to love animals. I used to worry about animals. Just animals. When I was like 20, are all the doggies okay everywhere? I certainly hope so. But I'm 49 and I got 2 kids now. You know what happens? Your circle of concern tightens. I have 4 nephews. I don't love any of them.
Fuck a dog.
You know those ads like the PSA on television about abused animals? They show you a dog with like an empty socket and he's like, ooh.
They're always wet. I feel like they hose them down before they film them.
Ooh. And the voice comes on, look at these dogs. Please send us money so that this can stop.
Are you beating up the dogs?
How's my money fixing that?
You ever seen that PSA where they show you a really sad man? He's very upset, very sad man. He's holding a little sign, and it says, yeah, sure. And he says, this is the text that killed my daughter. Because somebody texted, yeah, sure, and ran over his kid, which is awful. Although maybe they were responding to a text that said, can you please kill that kid? And so they just wrote back and did it. Hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, you know, I think abortion is, here's what I think. This is what I think. Here's what I think. I think you should not get an abortion unless you need one. In which case, you better get one. I mean, seriously.
If you need an abortion, you better get one. Don't fuck around. And hurry. That's not getting an abortion that you need is like not taking a shit. That's how bad that is. It's like not taking a shit. That's what I think. I think abortion is exactly like taking a shit. I think it is 100% the exact same thing as taking a shit. Or it isn't. It isn't. It's either taking a shit or it's killing a baby. It's only one of those two things. It's no other things. So if you didn't like hearing that it's like taking a shit, you think it's killing a baby. That's the only other one you get to have. Which means you should be holding a sign in front of the place. People hate abortion protesters. They're so shrill and awful. They think babies are being murdered. What are they supposed to be like? I don't know, it's not cool. I don't want to be a dick about it, though. I don't want to ruin their day as they murder several babies all the time. I don't think it's killing a baby. I don't. I mean, it is. It's a little bit. It's a little bit killing a baby. It's a little bit. It's 100% killing a baby. It is. It's totally killing a whole baby. But I think that women should be allowed to kill babies. That's what I think. They should be allowed to kill babies. Yeah. We kill babies! Do some shots and kill some babies. I killed like 4 babies last night. It was fucking retarded. I just think it has to be one or the other. You know, like when people say abortion should be legal, safe, and rare. Why rare if it should be legal? If it should be legal, it's shitting. If it should be rare, it's murdering baby. So I don't know what to tell my kids. My kids are, they wanted a dog, so I got them a dog. I got them a dog this year, which was a mistake. I shouldn't have gotten the dog. Because we rescued a dog. We got we adopt. Yes, you must, yes, always rescue. If you get a dog, get a rescue dog. Don't get a puppy from those horrible people who professionally raise dogs carefully. No. You need to just get a mystery dog that's been beaten and abused and traumatized on the streets of Puerto Rico and can't talk about it to anyone now. They never know. Do you know anything about the dog? She's afraid of pennies. So we think maybe somebody's been throwing handfuls of pennies at her face. But otherwise, no. So you take this random dog and just put it in your house with your family and watch their personality unfold. This dog is insane. I'll walk into the kitchen and the dog's just standing there alone like this. Like, you all right? Are you all right? My kids are terrified of the dog. My daughter goes to pet the dog goes like this. She's like, should I pet her? I don't think you should ever pet our dog, honey. So I took her to the vet. I took the dog to the vet to ask her what to do, and the vet said, listen, I think there's something you should seriously consider. I was like, please be saying to kill this dog. Please be a doctor that says the dog dies now. But she didn't. She said, I think you should consider Prozac for the dog. I was like, really? She said, yeah, it works. Calms the dog right down. But it's a big decision, and you should think about it. I said, put 4 in her asshole right now. What do I have to think about? I don't give a shit what she's experiencing. Fucking fix it. Give her heroin. Shoot her up. Come on, puppy.
Wow, your dog is really chill. Yeah. It only costs $400 a day to keep her like that.
I didn't always feel this way. I used to love animals. I used to worry about animals. Just animals. When I was like 20, are all the doggies okay everywhere? I certainly hope so. But I'm 49 and I got 2 kids now. You know what happens? Your circle of concern tightens. I have 4 nephews. I don't love any of them.
Fuck a dog.
You know those ads like the PSA on television about abused animals? They show you a dog with like an empty socket and he's like, ooh. They're always wet. I feel like they hose them down before they film them. This is, ooh, and the voice comes on, look at these dogs. Please send us money so that this can stop. Are you beating up the dogs? How's my money fixing that? You ever seen that PSA where they show you a really sad man? He's very upset, very sad man. He's holding a little sign, and it says, yeah, sure. And he says, this is the text that killed my daughter. Because somebody texted, yeah, sure, and ran over his kid, which is awful. Although maybe they were responding to a text that said, can you please kill that kid? And so they just wrote back and did it. And they've been married for like 60 years. You know that kind of story? Everybody always loves that. The kind of people that always get applause based on the math of their lives. How long you been married? 60 years. Oh. Ah. Isn't that automatically wonderful? How do you know? You just know how long it's been.
For 60 years, every morning he tells me I'm a piece of shit.
Well, let's just say this is a happy couple, okay? They love each other. They've been married for 60 years. That's longer than most people really want to be alive, and they've been together that long. And now they're just an old couple, and they just walk together. You know when you see 2 people? And it's kind of lovely. They don't need anybody else. It's just the 2 of them. This is both of them. They just walk. They always walk somewhere nobody walks there. There's trash. Trucks. He's wearing a suit that is not a color. She's wearing a dress that's like a triangle, like a kid drew it. It's just fucking a dress with fruit on it. Nobody cares. And they just walk every day.
It's cold. Yeah, it's cold. You want to go to the store and get a cracker? Yeah, let's get a cracker at the store. Yeah, buy a cracker. Yeah, you can buy that. Blah, 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 blah.
And then one day, usually he dies first. They're walking, and he goes, ah. Ah. And she says, Richard! Ah. Ah. Richard! Ah. And he dies. So now it's just her. Just Rose. And she's alone. Now she just stands in their house. Once in a while, somebody goes to get Rose because there's a wedding. Come on, Rose. Just fucking come on. Come on. Fuck, come on. Fuck. Just want to push her from...
She lives 10 more years. 10 years after Richard dies. And then 10 years later now she's laying in a bed. She's dying. Somebody's there with her on their phone. So Rose is dying, and she says, well, at least now I get to be with my Richard forever. Where'd she get that idea? Where did that come from? I've looked it up. No religion teaches that when you die, you get to ruin heaven for your dead spouse. Why is that fair? Who gets... Richard's been dead for 10 years. He's been in heaven for 10 years. And somebody comes up to him, hey, your wife is coming. What? He just now? Yeah, Rose just died. She'll be here in about 20 minutes. They just gotta hose her down and tape the wings on. And then you're gonna be together forever. Wait a minute. Fuck. You said this was heaven. Why is this... I have a girlfriend here now. I don't want to fucking... She's the love of your life. She's not the love of my death, motherfucker. That's marriage. Marriage is a big deal. Marriage is a big deal. I went to a wedding the other day. You ever been in an email fight? Some of you are in an email fight right now. You know, an email fight, not a text fight. A text fight is like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Dick, bitch. You're an asshole, bitch. That's a text fight. An email fight is like, in June when I told you that I had this issue, I was very disappointed in the way you didn't listen. You know those emails you just work on it all night? Like it's the closing argument to a murder case. It's so important, your fucking email. You're pounding it out like Beethoven and you're pouring water in your head and going deaf and still working on it. And then you send it to somebody. Can you read this and tell me if it's fair what I wrote? Start at the bottom. And they write back, I made a few changes. Oh, thank you. That really captures my voice. And yet... And then you send it to somebody else, and they're like, I would take out eat shit fuckface. And you're like, no, fuck you. I'm going to keep it. And then finally you send it. And you're like, And then you feel really good. I finally said it. Finally. And you have this fantasy that they're at home reading it right now going, I'm wrong about all of the things. And at some point during the day, they haven't written back yet, and you know it's because you just bewitched them. And you decide, I'm going to read my email. I'm going to read the email that I wrote. Is there any more disgusting modern human behavior than reading your own already sent emails? Is there any more scratching your asshole and smelling your finger than that? I do it all the time. So that's what I did. I was in an email fight, and I looked in the sent folder where it's all, that's it. It's in stone. You can't change that anymore. And I realized, by mistake, it said, this is my latest draft. What do you think? So now the rest of it is just shit. It's shit now. Because she knows I have a writing staff and a focus group. There should be credits at the end of this fucking email. Approved by... I try to be a better person around my kids. I really do. I try to change my behavior around them. Like, I have rules in my house. They all apply to me. Like, I have a rule that I don't curse around my kids. It's a rule. It does happen. You know, sometimes you have a stressful moment and you're with your kids, so you say something by mistake. Like, one time I was making dinner for my kids, and I gave my daughter a bowl of soup, and I said, here's your fucking soup. But, you can see how that was a tough situation. You're supposed to teach your kids right from wrong. I don't know, it's confusing, you know? Some people raise their kids religiously, and that kind of covers it. They kind of go, all this, do that. I'm not raising my kids religiously because I don't feel like it. Let's get up on a Sunday. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let your souls rot, kids. I don't care. I'm not getting... Daddy, who... But my kids, you know, they're living in the world, and there's a lot of religion in the world, so you do have to teach your kids, if you're not raising them religiously, you do have to teach them about religion, you know? I always tell my kids the same thing. I tell them that there are many religions in the world, and they're all equal, but the Christians are the main one. That's what I tell them. The Christians won. They're the winners, so act accordingly. Congratulate Christians when you meet them, because they won the world. And it's true. It's true. We love to tell ourselves like that every religion is exactly... No, they're not. The Christians won everything a long time ago. If you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. What year is it? I mean, come on. What year is it according to the entire human race? And why? What year is it? Anybody, sir, just yell out the year. Thank you. 2016. No, it's 20. That's right. It's 2017. What is that? That's a number, important number, because we're counting to it in unison as a species. For thousands of years, we've been going 1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody. 4. And now, come on, Africa. 5, 6. What is this number? We're counting the days since what? Since there was ever people, or since the sun did a something? Not at all. It's been 2017 years since what? Anybody, yell it out. Since, yes, Christ! Christ! That's right. It's been 2017 years since Christ Jesus. We are counting the days since Jesus together. Which makes sense if you're Christian, but what the fuck are the rest of us doing? Jesus was here. Everybody, scientists, historians, Jesus. Jesus. Jesus plus 2. Jesus plus 3. Jesus plus 4. Jesus plus 2017 years, 4 months, and 3 days is when your license expires. How is that not a win for the Christians? How is that not a complete win? That's not a Monday off in October. That's there was no time before Jesus. And the whole world's like, okay, sure. And then somebody was like, what about the years before him? There were billions, I mean, infinity. Those go backwards. You want us to measure most of history backwards?
to accommodate one religion?
Uh-huh. All right, we'll do it. It's fine. We'll do it. Watch New Year's Eve around the world. They always show you like how every country celebrates. It's kind of cool. There's one little island. It's the first place that's actually the place that it's the year. It's a little island in the Pacific. I forget what it's called, but the people, they do a little ceremony for New Year's Eve every year. And they just wear grass. Because they don't even have sticks yet. They're in the grass age. They have no clocks, but they do a dance. 2017. And it goes around the world. Oh, it's a 2017.
Death to all Christians in 2017.
The Jews are quietly keeping track. It's really 5,766, but that's for us. We're just, that's okay. We're just keeping track for when you snap out of it. It's all right. I'll write yours on my check. I don't want a problem. What about Chinese New Year? Yeah, what about Chinese? All right. Next time you're doing your taxes, just write monkey where the year goes. Just put monkey. See what happens to your funds. No, it's 2017, year of our Lord. Jesus, a clock on the nose. And they made it up. That's the weirdest part, is they got to rename years that had already taken place. Because you know that's not what those years were. You know that, right? That the year 3 wasn't the year 3 during the year 3. Nobody was walking around back then. Hey, what year is it? It's 3. Yeah, but I'm 28. How can I be 28? There's only been 3. Oh, well, see, you were born in BC 24, and there's a 0. Remember it went backwards? Oh, shit, that was stressful. I hated those years. What was that like? What year is it? 10. Gonna happen! True. It's not true at all, but I did go to one. But I don't go to weddings generally because I don't like them. I hate it. Don't invite me, really. I think it's rude to invite people to your wedding. I really do. Nobody's happy to get that shit. You make it all pretty, and they're like, oh, fuck! This is gonna suck! Here's a helpful list of places to stay. Oh, great. I get to live in a La Quinta in Reading, Pennsylvania for 3 days because you want to get married for a couple of years. Nobody wants to watch you start your shitty thing. Nobody wants to see it. Everybody's in a shitty thing. That's what it is. That's what it is to be with somebody. You're either alone or you're in a shitty thing. That covers 100% of human beings. I know I can see there's young couples here, and you're like, no, we're in a good one. It's really good. Yeah, fuck you. Who do you think you are? It just didn't get so arrogant. Yeah, I think we figured it out. No, yeah, you're the first ones. Of course it's gonna get shitty. That's part of it. It's like going to a horror movie, and in the first minute, you're like, I think they're all gonna be fine. No, they're all gonna die, and you're gonna hate the person you love right now. It's the way it works. Love plus time minus distance equals hate. That's just the way it goes. I'm not saying don't do it. You should do it. It's the best thing. It's the best part of life, love is. But don't be greedy and expect it to last. Don't be amazed that a butterfly died because you shot it in the face.
Just fall in love, make a fucking mess. It goes shitty, you don't realize it till too late, and then you cry a lot and move on. It's the best part of life. It is. I've always loved love. I've always loved this. It's always been my favorite part of life is meeting somebody and going, oh shit, that person. That's the best feeling. Now, why the fuck would that just, oh yeah, for years, for our whole lives, just, oh yeah. That's insane to expect that. And then it rots and dies. It's just the way it goes. It's like if you see a person in the park making bubbles with a big wand, you know, with soap, and sometimes they make a really big one and he goes, oh, hey, hey, ah, shit, okay. That's all. You don't stand over, liar! You don't get mad at the soap stain. It gets so shitty, man. It does. Oh. Oh.